Hey guys, what's going on? My name is Pythoniter, and today I have some very, very big news to tell you. This is concerning the plotline for Call of Duty Ghosts. This is why I've been gone for a week. I've been digging, researching information, and I have some huge news to tell you guys. If you're interested in the game, then there you go. So obviously we all know about Drifter leaking some of the story, some of the multiplayer news, stuff like that. Well, there's some stuff I can add on to it, because I was talking to an anonymous Neversoft developer. And this, I'm just going to leave it at they're anonymous. I know their name, but they're anonymous. I'm not going to say who it is because that could lead to some issues. And I was talking to them on Twitter, and they, you know, I'm a Call of Duty fan, but sometimes I like to sarcastically sort of poke at the devs, just be like, hey, can you give anything up? Huh? Can you? Please, please, please. And I asked him, well, that's what I asked him. I'm like, you know, can you say anything about the game? Because if you don't know already, Neversoft and Infinity Ward are working on Call of Duty Ghosts, but it's not like a 50-50 thing like it was with Sledgehammer Infinity Ward with Modern Warfare 3. It's sort of just like Neversoft is just there just in case, you know, they need any extra help and stuff like that. So we started direct messaging each other, and I basically was told that, look, I can't tell you anything in particular, I can't be specific about things, I can't tell you direct details, but I can tell you small things, and it's up to you to interpret them. And the one thing he did mention, which I think I figured out, was Eric B. A name, Eric B. Now, this is, without a doubt, something that makes complete sense when you compare that with what Drifter got out of the leak, and what, you know, he got the name right, so I'm assuming that he got, that source was correct on everything else. You know, maybe it isn't, but I'm hoping that it is. So basically, the plotline is going to be very similar to the movie Munich. Now, if you haven't seen Munich, it's a Steven Spielberg movie. It's quite a good film. The reason why I thought of this is because it was on my mind, because I had just watched it. Like, not like yesterday or 2 days ago, but like a couple weeks ago. And if you don't know, the movie is based on the 1972 Munich massacre that happened in, well, Munich. Basically, a bunch of Israeli athletes were killed, and the movie is about what happened afterwards when the Israeli government wanted to basically kill the people that were responsible. So basically the plot line is going to be, like I said, very similar. But what's going to happen is there's going to be a terrorist attack in the United States, which takes out, and it's not going to be like 11 people, because you want something to be that's justifiable. It's going to be like a lot of people, like more than 9/11, let's say. Basically, it's going to be from a rival country of America. It's not going to be, I don't know what country it could be. It could be any country, just one that isn't allied with America. But, well, more like an enemy, I guess. It's going to be a poorer country, because I had to say this. So, basically what the United States is going to do is hire some, well, they're going to basically take soldiers from, I don't know, the Army, Navy, Marines, wherever, and they're going to discharge them and make them completely anonymous, which is what the whole Ghost moniker thing is. You know, you don't know who these people are, these guys lurk in the shadows, they do their job, and then they get out. And basically they're going to hire these men to go and to kill these people that were responsible. Sort of like how soldiers did with the Bin Laden attacks, because that had like a kill-capture order. You know, they could have captured him, but, you know, I think every soldier's instinct, if you saw Osama Bin Laden, what do you think you would do? I would have shot him. Like, it's not even more the fact that, like, because I wouldn't kill a person, personally. As bad as they were, I wouldn't kill a person. I would have wanted to capture Bin Laden, but imagine the fame of that guy who shot Bin Laden, and imagine how, like, amazing it must feel. Not to the fact that you killed a person, but the fact that it's like, I just shot the most wanted man in America in, like, a long time. So that must be an awesome feeling. But anyways, yeah, they hired these guys, and they have to go kill whoever was responsible for the attacks. Now, the reason I mentioned Drifter here is because his source said that it's in the near future, but it uses current generation weaponry. Now, what's the significance of this is the fact that in the future, these current gen weapons are going to be very cheap. They're going to be outdated. And what's going to happen is America is going to give these, you know, so-called mercenaries now these really cheap weapons, because, you know, America is a rich country. It's got tons of money. In no way a country in their right mind would think, oh, America's using, you know, AK-47s in, you know, 2020 or something like that. Well, maybe they still will be, because it's a very versatile gun, let's say, in real life, but that's not the point. So yeah, very cheap weapons. They're recurrent, because it's in the near future, and they basically have to go out and kill these people. The whole ghost thing means that they're anonymous, because, you know, and the reason why they have to stay hidden is because, you know, if it's an enemy country, you know, if they go into the enemy country, let's just say the enemy country, no matter how bad these people were, the enemy country wouldn't be too fond of another enemy country coming in and killing their people. It's almost like it's starting like a war and stuff like that. And then I'm assuming the missions, there's going to be people, like other people sort of guarding these people. And it would be sort of cool if there was like 15 people or something like that, because you'd end up like killing like one every mission, and then the last guy will be like the head of them all or something like that. I don't know, I'm not too sure about it. But basically, I think the case with this is, oh, sorry, I forgot to mention, the thing about the Eric B that got me is the fact that Eric B could mean Eric Bana. Now, Eric Bana is a very, let's just say for Call of Duty, a very affordable actor, because, like, could be a voice actor, because, you know, you got people like Idris Elba, the Tim Olyphant, I don't know how to pronounce that guy's name, Bill Fichtner, you know, those guys are sort of like similar actors in the sense, and Eric Bana hasn't been anything huge as of recently. You know, he played the Hulk in the 2003 movie, and that's like his that was his last like huge role, and then he was also in Munich. So that's something where you go, huh, he was the lead character in Munich, so that just makes you go, And based on other stuff he told me, I put all this stuff together, and lots of this stuff does match up. I can't give you like I said, I can't give you exactly what he said, because, you know, there could be a lot of problems over this, similar to how, you know, a guy like Drifter can't say who the source was, because then the source would be screwed, you know? Anyone could sue them, and blah blah blah, you know, that would be really, really bad, complicated. So, yeah, I think I might have decoded the plotline of Call of Duty Ghosts. It makes a lot of sense to me, and I hope you guys agree with it. And, you know, it's a Neversoft developer. Like, I don't know how closer to the game you could get. Well, maybe an Infinity Ward developer. Maybe you could ask Activision CEO Eric Hirschberg. Ask him, you know, who knows. So, yeah guys, thanks for watching this, and we'll see you guys later. Peace.